We smoke some DMT before we binge. My diet's strictly protein shakes and ramen, so we make sure to purge after we stretch. I'm still saying to the songs are true. I don't believe in it in fashion. I'm still saying to the song for you. This is when I met you happens. My therapist confirms that I'm a victim. It's everyone around me that is bad. Using words like toxic and intention. And every session ends with this was rad. I'm just gonna say to you, songs are true. You're coming underneath the caption. I'm still saying to you, this is all for you. This is when I met the heavens. Commercial. I eat a bag of cheese without my hands. My agent thinks it's slightly controversial. It's not good for the image of my band. I'm still saying to this one isn't true. Only way to make it even louder. Still saying to this all for you. This is where the magic happens. I'm ready when you think it's true, man. He says it requires your consent. You know this sounds like talk about kitchen. We may be Or if you've got reasons no one ever let you say, well then fire away. Fire away. This one's going out to you on the day they let you out. For the million ways we ask if you're okay. 'Cause when you're into cheer, that is only gonna play into our doubts. And be just half of what's behind each word you say. So if you finally wrote that heartbreak song that the experts never could, or if you just wanted someone to listen to you play, well then fire away. Fire away. Fire This one's going out to you. If you ever start to sin, and you learn to read between these lines you draw, when what is wrong and what is right seems more like just the ocean and the ship, and the straight line that you follow here is gone. And if that same old fox comes and sweeps you up each time you spread your wings, I can at least love you through each stumble, shift, and sway. So fire away. Ah, fire away. Fire away. All right, we're gonna break the ice a little bit early. We'll cut the place in half. Everybody on this half of things, you guys are gonna sing along with Griff. It's gonna feel good. When you need someone to walk away from. When you need someone to let you in. And then over here, we're gonna take the high harmony together. When more of the melody on this side. Much louder. Are you singing up there too? Through each stumble, shift and sway. Through each stumble, shift and sway. New York City, the Beacon Theater. How are we feeling? A Saturday night. We got a good night planned. We're gonna get real comfortable, real close, real vulnerable. Thanks for spending this evening with us. This is gonna be a good one. Separation was symmetrical. They both retreated to their sides, drawing a list of demands and money lines in the sand, trying out their separate lives. Most of the damage goes collateral. What's never expired someday. Separation was logistical, deciding what belongs to whom. How dying love manifests in a run on the chest, decorations of the room. Most of the damage was preventable. Most of all the ones they made alone. What she finally forgave, what it takes to his grave, learning how to knock the upper phone. Just one of the punches, until they fail to be. Just one of the punches. Oh yeah. Separation was a miracle. The band of static right behind your eyes, but you filtered everything through without knowing you do. A past and future synchronized. You just walk with the process until they fail to be. poetic around airborne toxic events. But I take the time that's left me and I'll give it all to you. 'Cause if that's the ball game, if the experience complete, we must stand around to watch it all come down. At least we got a front row seat. It's a curse to live in interesting times, then wagging rocket butterflies as I peek over the ledge. You bring some popcorn, I'll bring some wine. Just don't pay for the whole seat if all you needed was the edge. 'Cause if that's the ball game, if they experience complete, we must stand around to watch it all burn down. At least we got a front row seat. At least we got a front row seat. At least we got a front row seat. Thank you, everybody. Have y'all got around to listening to the new album, the Hill Brother album? All right, I knew I could count on you. That song is actually hitting a little different. It came out in October. Now I was thinking it in April of 2025 after all the things that have been going on. It's yeah, the mood of the song feels a little bit different. But I do want to say that all the craziness that my brother, my city we're all dealing with. I just didn't anticipate the love from the Dawes family to be so ferocious. And that means more to me than I'll ever know how to say. But it just felt like, this goes beyond just some concerts and some songs. Like, I feel like we're in this thing together, and I feel so loved, and I love you guys. So thank you all so much for being there for us. It's been a crazy time. My friends don't seem to know me. Well, I must suitcase in my hand. And when I'm standing still, I seem to disappear. But maybe that's how I found you. Maybe that taught me exactly what I want. Maybe meeting you is far away from home. This makes it all so clear. But you got that special kind of sadness. You got that tragic set of charms that only comes from time spent in Los Angeles. Makes me wanna wrap you in my arms. People ask me where I come from, to see what it says about a man. I only end up giving bad directions that never leave there at all. It's something written in the headlights. It is something swimming in my drain. And if I were to move, it would be exactly where I'd fall. 'Cause you got that special kind of sadness. You got that tragic set of charms that only comes from time spent in Los Angeles. Makes me wanna wrap you in my arms. I used to think someone would love me for all these places that I've been, and the dirt that I've been gathering deep beneath my nails. But now I'm all I've been missing, and I'm going home to make it mine. And I'll be battling the hatches and pulling at the sails. 'Cause you got that special kind of sadness. You got that tragic set of charms that only comes from time spent in Los Angeles. Makes me wanna wrap you in my arms. You got that special kind of sadness. You got that tragic set of charms that only comes from time spent in Los Angeles. Makes me wanna wrap you in my there's always part of me that's a little bit sore, but I still feel like a kid. I love the music from the ice cream band. Still feel like a kid. I am a singer in a rock and roll band. Still feel like a kid. Still feel like a kid. I go 3 times around a revolving door. Makes me still feel like a kid. I love the music from the ice cream band. Makes me still feel like a kid. I am a singer in a rock and roll band. 'Cause I still feel like a kid. Still feel like a kid. How are we feeling, everybody? I started to smile again. I don't remember when. Somewhere along the way, things will turn out just fine. I know it's true this time. Thank you. So this is night 4 for a 3-week run around right now. So we're just kind of kicking it off. It's nice to hit this place early, get the blood flowing. But back home 2 days ago, it was my wife's birthday. I wasn't in town for it. And then she decided to come out here and hang out with me while I was in New York. So I'm gonna sing this song for her now. When I was wrong, man. Even when I knew it in my bones, I always thought that meant I was a strong man. And I wondered why I was alone. That's when she stepped out of the ether, right when I was ready for a dance. She said, I don't know what I am doing either, but I know when to take a chance. I never knew how to be scared till I found something I knew I couldn't lose. Then a revelation trembled from the tip of my own tongue. And like the last few boys at the Alamo, like you at home in that stereo, or what Juliet is from Romeo, I'm never gonna say goodbye. Not a way to someone's heart that she can't see. She lives and loves with everything she's got. My dark days showed me how to ask why me. She showed me how to ask why not. She keeps a hopeful eye upon the future. She finds a way to share that hope with me. And a few times that she's met some sort of failure, she wins a little back by laughing at defeat. I never knew what life could be, so it stands to reason why I won't go back. And now a revelation trembles from the bottom of my heart, and like a stock exchange for the billionaires, like a convert singing his morning prayers, or the scientist to the polar bears, I'm never gonna say goodbye. Like those last few boys at the Alamo, don't make me say, I'm never gonna say goodbye. polish up the prison. Find out which one is to declare. You can polish up your prisons. Send all your critics there. You see Queen of the neighborhood. I used to get in your way, but you're still in your tables. Someone else's cafe. A living God, if it rallies up the troops, you can reinstate the fire squad, lace up your combat boots, your vitals are stable in your super beret, but you're still in your tables. Someone else's cafe. Someone else's cafe. Make them call you Beelzebub. You could make them call you Chief. Make some face paint out of baby blood. Wear a necklace made of teeth. You could be living a halo in your one-man parade, but you're still waiting tables. Someone else's cafe. From the rock to the jungle, we're all waiting tables. It's someone else's cafe. There were moments of dreams, I was always there. I lived less like a worker, more like a slave. I thought that one quick moment that was noble or brave would be worth the most of my life. So I pointed my finger, shouted a few quotes I knew, as if something that's written should be taken as true. But every path that I'd taken, or conclusion I drew, would put truth back under the knife. And now the only piece of advice that continues to help is anyone that's making anything new only break something else. When my time comes, when so I took what I wanted, put it out of my reach. I wanted to pay for my success with all my defeats. And if heaven was all that was promised to me, why don't I pray for death? 'Cause now it seems like the unraveling started too soon, and I'm sleeping in hallways, drinking perfume, and speaking of mirrors, hiding at moons, while the worse and worse it gets. You can judge the whole world on the sparkle that you think it matters. You can stare into the abyss, but it's staring right back. When my time comes, you can judge the whole world on the sparkle that you think it lasts. You can stare into the abyss, but it's staring right back. Talking about it earlier today. The first time we played here, I think, was in I'm not sure if it was 2016 or 2018, but 16, that's what I thought. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want someone to correct me, but 2016, first time we played here, it's 2025 now, and to think that we've still maintained this love affair, this relationship that we got going, where you let us play all the cool instruments we want while we share our deepest, darkest secrets, our most impossible feelings on levels where we can all kind of relate to each other. It's a miracle. And we're so grateful that we're still doing this thing together. It's a little bit what this next song's about, although it's a more cynical perspective. But we're gonna let Griff sing this one for us. Let's get the boys back in town.
Someone always asks me
someone's doing. Lately I'm in trouble everywhere, but as much as I resist the conversation between the river and the freeway, I know it's always there. I know it's always there. I know it's always there. Trevor Manier on guitar. A lot of you guys travel to be here today. Feel like, I guess now that I have kids of my own, I realize a little more clearly what it really takes to get out of the house. And so it's not lost on us, the sacrifices and the investments that need to be made to be here. It's a whole thing. We're all staying out way later than we all planned. And so I just want to say how thankful we are for that. And this song is for you guys. It's for people that know how to live. How to show up at the Beacon Theater on a Saturday night and take advantage of the time they got here on this planet. The song is called House Parties. These days at the beach can feel more like just sitting around. You guys still see me? Come up here. With his back against the San Francisco traffic, on the bridge's side that faces towards the jail, setting out to join the demographic. He holds his first leg up over the rail. Then a phone call's made and police cars show up quickly, and the sergeant slams his passenger door. He says, "Hey kid, why don't you talk through this with me? Just tell me what you're doing it for." Oh, it's a little bit of everything. It's the mountains, it's the fog, it's the news at 6 o'clock, it's the death of my first dog, it's the angels up above me, it's a song that they don't sing. It's a little bit of everything. Somewhere a pretty girl is writing invitations for her wedding that she has scheduled in. Wait, it's wrong verse. There's an older man who stands in the buffet. He is smiling and he's holding out his plate. And the further that he looks back into his timeline, that hard road always led him to today. He's making up for when his bright future just left him. He's making up for the fact that his only son is gone. Letting everything out once his server asks him, "Sir, have you figured out yet what it is you want?" I think I have a little bit of everything. The biscuits and the beans, whatever helps me to forget about these things that brought me to my knees. So pile on those mashed potatoes and how about an extra chicken wing? 'Cause I'll be having a little bit of everything. Somewhere a pretty girl is writing invitations for her wedding that she has scheduled in the fall. Her man walks in and says, "Baby, can I just make one quick observation? You don't seem to be having any fun at all." She says, "Well, you can just worry about your groomsmen and your shirt size, and rest assured that this is making me feel good. I think that love is so much easier than we realize. If you can give yourself to someone, then you should. 'Cause it's a little bit of everything. sit there and watch you as you age. So on that day in late September, it's not just some stupid fucking rain. I'll be getting away of everything. It's a little bit of everything. The Matador and the bull. It's the suggested daily dosage. It's the red moon when it's full. All these psychics and these doctors, they're all right and they're all wrong. It's like trying to make out every word when they should simply hum along. It's like some message written in the dark, or some truth that no one's seen. Just a little bit of everything. We got a couple more for you. Are we still in this thing together? You still feeling good? Trying to be the fire, burning away. Trying to see the fire, burning without taste. Trying to see the fire, burning away. Trying to see the fire, burning without taste. Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. When I think of you, you still got on that hat that says let's party. I hope that thing is never thrown away. I hope the life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brothers help me don't rust forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. I'm just waking up and I'm not thinking clearly, so don't quote me. With one eye open, I'm writing you this song. Ain't nobody else when people pop into you that so easily. I haven't seen you in there for so long. I hope the life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. Hope your brothers help and me don't rust forever. Hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. I hope the life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. Hope your brothers help me don't rust forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. May all your favorite bands stay together. Thank you all so much. It's a pleasure being with you tonight. I'll see you down the road. We got one more song for you. Next curfew. But I'm personally giving you guys permission to enjoy this next song for maybe the first time in your lives. I hate New York City. It's cold and it's damp, and all the people dress like monkeys. Let's leave Chicago to the Eskimos. That sounds a little bit too rugged for you and me, you bad girl. We'll keep coming back if you keep coming back. Get home safe, everybody.